most.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 118 of Report This Post, the podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name is Geiger, and that is Christian.
Shamon.
And we are your hosts with the posts. Every week, Christian and I select a different topic and then find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. And this week's topic is the king of pop, Michael Jackson.
That's right.
The man in the mirror. Wait, is that what he said?
Yeah, no, that's right.
Is that right? Okay.
That's right. That's a song.
I started saying it, and I panicked so goddamn hard. Like a smooth criminal. That's
Very
him.
good.
That
Very
is
good,
definitely him. That's right, Mr. Mike Jackson. Not to be confused with the beer hunter, Michael Jackson. Are you familiar with that guy?
No.
So there was in the 80s and 90s, there was a English beer journalist named Michael Jackson.
Why would I know that? Why would I be familiar with?
Well, he would travel around the world and he would talk about beer with brewers and stuff, and and it was a great time. And he was not the exact same person as the pop music star Michael Jackson.
No, I'm looking at him. He's the exact opposite of.
Yeah, he describe that guy for us.
He is. He's an odd-shaped man, a pear-shaped man with a very ruddy face, glasses, very, very curly, wiry hair, a large, unkept beard. And there's a picture of him holding up a glass of beer, wearing a tie with himself holding up a glass of beer.
That fucking rules. You got to give him credit for that. So that extremely red-faced, boozy Englishman is somehow darker in complexion than Michael Jackson, the pop star who, sadly, we lost about, I believe, 11 years ago now.
That's right.
What a day. Do you remember where you were when Michael Jackson passed into hell, where he's currently roasting for the rest of eternity?
Yeah, I was at work. I was shoveling mulch into a wheelbarrow. I remember that. Yep. And
that's a euphemism for...
Nope, that's exactly what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
I was mulching flower beds. Yep.
That was when you used to do blue-collar work. Now you're a podcaster.
Yeah, that's right. Now it's all white-collar. Predominantly white. Yeah.
And speaking of white, let's get back to Michael Jackson, the king of pop, Wacko Jacko himself. Now, were you ever a fan of Mr. Jackson's music?
I mean, you and I, being of the age we are, that was
21.
He was. That's a cultural touchstone, right? So, Michael Jackson was huge growing up, throughout childhood. Yeah,
that's right.
Couldn't go anywhere without seeing that ghoulish visage just peering back.
That odd-colored goblin that haunted our MTVs all the time. I'm of the age, and I'm sure you are too, since you're the exact same age as I, which is where it was I would listen to Michael Jackson, and then I would listen to the Weird Al parody of the Michael Jackson song shortly afterwards. I remember sometimes the videos would pop up on MTV, and I wouldn't know which one was which until about 20 seconds into the video, and then it became obvious. Because Weird Al was a master of the parody. You know, because Michael Jackson did a song called Bad, and then Weird Al did a song called Fat, which is pretty clever. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's like a different word, but the same number of letters, which makes it technically clever. But before we get too much into Michael Jackson, I want to talk about the worst post of 2020. Christian, are you familiar with this thing we're doing?
Yeah, I am now. Yeah.
So basically, we are going to do a special episode before the end of the year, as we've done the last 2 years, where we will read the worst posts of the year as selected by our listeners. And you could be one of those special listeners that gets your selected post read on the podcast. All you got to do is email us, reportthispost@gmail.com. Or at Twitter, @reportthispost. You can DM us on there, Instagram, wherever the hell you see fit. Voicemail, call in a bad post that you found this year. We're going to read it or listen to it on this special episode. The full episode of that will be available to our wonderful patrons. And you freebie folks will also get a good healthy chunk of that as well. Probably like, the day, like, New Year's Eve, or maybe even God. New Year's Eve. Whatever that day is called. It's post Boxing Day, one of those sort of days.
Post Boxing Day?
Well, yeah, Boxing Day is the day after Christmas, so this will be... It's the classic post Boxing Day, pre-New Year's Eve period that we all know.
The time where everybody still comes to work but does jack shit, and everybody stands around and says, "Why are we here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that time period, sure.
Yeah, so, again, send us the post. So it's been a hell of a year, folks, and there's been a lot of bad posts, a lot of bad people. So go ahead and send them to us, and we will make money making fun of those people, even though we're just as bad as them in various regards. But we've managed to monetize things. So that makes us better than them. At least we're
smarter.
Yeah. But before that all happens, we have to trudge through this episode, and then we'll finish it, and then we'll stop recording, and then we'll upload it, and then you guys can listen to it. And we're not going to
You're giving away all our secrets here.
Oh no, they're going to know that we stop recording at some point. Before that all happens, we have to make sure that we actually read posts, and I believe my junior co-producer Christian will begin the episode by doing so just now, talking about Michael Jackson, the king of pop, Wacko Jacko himself, the man in the mirror, Billie Jean's lover.
Oh, okay, now you're done. You left it hanging like you're... Okay. All right, so someone went to our No Stupid Questions to ask, Michael Jackson's penis, what color was it? Black or white? And user come_on_Daisy_Ridley, great username, commented, they said he died of a heart attack, but according to actual reports of the hospital, they found him in the children's ward having a stroke. And the OP responded to that, obviously joke, but what about his penis color? To which Press It for President replied, you'd have to ask the kids. So,
and as several lawyers did, and several policemen did, for many hours of scrutiny, and the kids told them that it's several colors, and that it matched the actual description of the old boy's dingery-doo. Yeah, so I think this is a pretty good idea for what kind of posts we're going to have in this episode. And I don't mean the joke answers like come on Daisy Ridley said, but people judging Mr. Jackson for various reasons. Yeah. Not sure why. There's a lot to talk about, Mike. A lot of different opinions and thoughts and various interesting theories and concerns like this from R. Too Afraid to Ask. If he were alive today, could Michael Jackson say the N-word? I know he was born black, but he had that skin disease, and he bleached his skin too. Was he too white to say it, or did he have enough black left in him? Here's a couple responses. Ronaldo said, Mike is black. He was too classy to ever use that word. Unless he was really upset, I guess. Which, hey, we've all been there.
Speak for yourself.
Z Tandig said, yes, and it would sound silly.
Probably not wrong.
I hope you all are picturing Michael Jackson's voice saying that word right now in your head. Let's pause. Okay. They're all hearing it right now in their head. He's saying it. Yep. There it is. All right. Great. Hope you all enjoyed that. And this one from a Lou Sandwich, who said this. This is a very flawed question. However, it may help to consider that if Michael Jackson lived in the USA during slavery, he would have been a slave. Anyone who shares that bond should include MJ in their association regardless of appearance. So again, picturing Michael Jackson as a slave is it's a tough it's a tough one.
It's got to be difficult to moonwalk when your ankles are shackled together to the guy in front of you, you know. Yeah.
And just picking cotton with one glove on, a recipe for disaster.
If he were still alive, he and John Landis would use that as a basis for a music video.
Absolutely. Oh my God. I'm surprised he didn't do that. Now, is he still alive though, Christian?
Well, let's find out. Because I found a Facebook group called Michael Jackson Death Hoax Investigators.
Whew.
And this page is of particular interest because everyone who posts on it also appears to be completely taken in by QAnon as well. And a lady named Gretchen Chapin posted a comment. I did some digging. Since Jackson signed again with Sony 2017, we can make a simple connection. MJ owns 50% of Sony. Sony is the sponsor of TMZ. Sony and WB are hand in hand. WB owns TMZ. So, Michael is the father of all. He is behind all these big, reputable companies.
Yeah.
And then Gretchen later commented on her own post, does anyone follow QAnon, aka Q? Not sure how to comprehend this, but I have been following Q and accidentally found that I was shocked. There is something wrong with the video, but keep trying. And I should note that there was no video link or link of any kind included within her comment, so not sure what she was referring to. Would love to see it, though.
Yeah, no idea. I looked up the 50% thing of Michael Jackson and Sony. It seems that Sony acquired Michael Jackson's estate in 2016, and they own 50% of that?
Sure.
Which is not the same as Michael Jackson owning 50% of Sony. Like, I don't know how you can get that confused.
Yeah, well, also signing with Sony in 2017 when he died in 2009. But
apparently he didn't. So, yes. Yeah, what a incredible leap of logic there. Yeah, when my boss pays me, that means I'm his boss, right? Is that what that means?
That's right. He's given me shares of the company via paying me money for the work I do for him. Don't you people understand? That's capitalism, baby.
Yeah, that's the best kind of capitalism where I own him by allowing him to pay me. That's taking advantage of him, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's a real snake eating its own tail. Jesus Christ.
Well, you mentioned QAnon. I found this posted on a QAnon Facebook group. He tried to warn us, but nobody listened and wrongfully labeled him a pedophile because he was about to expose everything. He created Neverland as a happy place for kids, and that's why the kids' parents allowed for them to attend. The media likes to twist things to suit their narrative and ridicule the man, which led to him having to fake his own death for his own protection because Clinton would have had him done away with like she had the rest. I love you, MJ, and I am patiently awaiting your return once it's safe. We are not alone. He is a part of the Q team and has been fighting for the safety of our children along with Deanna and both JFKs. The best is yet to come. Trust the plan. Yeah.
Whoa, that is a hell of a super team right there. You got the Princess of Wales, the King of Pop, and two of the Lords of Camelot all taking down
all the great pedophiles came in for a huge party. Yeah, this is what's so funny about this is like the Q thing is like they're trying to take down all these Hollywood pedophiles, but when you have the world's most infamous pedophile in Michael Jackson, they're like, actually, he's not a pedophile.
He's working on from the inside out. Okay.
Yeah.
He's just it's like an undercover job for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I like he was like
under the bed covers, maybe.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is like he was about to expose everything when he created Neverland. Like 20. The idea is that he created Neverland 20 years prior to him dying because he wanted to protect the children. So that means that he knew about Hollywood pedophilia for 2 decades, and then finally he was like, you know what, I'm gonna actually take these guys down, and then that's when the Clintons killed him.
Gonna blow the whole lid off this.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna shove my cock into the back of toddlers' throats in my Mickey Mouse roller coaster that I have in my backyard as a way to fight the global pedophilia ring led by Hillary Clinton. Yeah.
The truth is out there, folks, and if we haven't already uncovered it, we will someday on this show. I guarantee it.
Yeah. We'll probably be murdered for these brilliant insights, no doubt.
Thank God. Oh, can't come soon
enough. The main reason I started this fucking thing.
On a similar note, I found a 1 hour and 28-minute video on YouTube titled Michael Jackson Death Hoax, Tabloid Junkie, Truth Be Told. And the hashtags on this video include JFK Jr., Great Awakening, and WWG1WGA. So
where we go one, we go all, of course.
That's right. So here's some comments on this video from some folks. Spread the Love, who has an anime Michael Jackson avatar, if you can imagine that.
So Michael Jackson, then.
Yeah, that's right. Replied, can you do a video on clones? Trump has a clone. Some musicians have clones. I could name some, but I don't want to get into trouble. And the page replied, no, because I don't really believe in that myself. I believe in doppelgangers, but not so much in clones, honestly. Not saying it's not possible. I just mean that they can't have made a clone in the 80s and make it 25 years old in a short time. And Spread the Love asked, can you make a video on doppelgangers then?
Please, just anything.
Just anything tangentially related to clones. I'd love to see it. And then another comment that stood out for me was posted by a lady named Tiffany Young. Epstein has been one of the good guys since childhood. This has been planned so much longer than you know. Which,
yeah, apparently. Again, what? I don't know what to tell you, but clearly these guys love just completely destroying the various organs of children with their cocks. Like they've made it so abundantly clear, and yet you're gonna go after what, Tom Hanks?
That's right. Yeah. America's uncle, Tom Hanks. Well, we got to take him down.
America's uncle would rape you.
Okay,
that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Just like, please just make a video about clones, doppelgangers. Don't care. Just, I need something. Like, I desperately need. I need one of those things.
Yeah, just a taste. Just a taste of it. Like, it doesn't have to be an hour. It doesn't have to be an hour and 28 minutes. You don't have to overdo yourself.
Yeah, just something, please. I'm dying over here. Yeah, that's cool. And on all that topic again, I found a blog at angelbabe43.wordpress.com. About this blog, I originally started this blog to deal with my thoughts and information I found as to the disappearance of Michael Jackson because everything was not what we were told, which led me to the fact that he is very much alive somewhere.
Okay.
This blog is to make a difference and awaken the masses. Also, for my children and grandchildren, what will happen to them when I'm gone? Will they be slaves in FEMA camps? I pray for them. I pray for the world. We are all a family. So, Now that's just her about page on the blog.
I know.
She has approximately 55,000 posts on the blog as well, including this one of her more popular ones titled "MJ would never do that."
Mm-hmm.
Many people argue that there is no way MJ's alive because, quote, he would not do that to his family. Specifically, there's no way he would allow his mother to grieve like that. There's no way he would allow his kids to believe he had passed. Well, again, I have to wonder. I'm bringing this up because I think that Mrs. J or the kids know or don't know about a hoax. That is irrelevant. I see MJ as not a saint by any means, but just a normal man that truly wants to please God with his life. Like all of us, he is susceptible to sin, temptation, and has probably fallen off the, quote, righteousness path many, many times. But when God speaks to you and you choose to listen, the things you will do sometimes are beyond comprehension by those around you. Sometimes it is downright opposite of your normal character, but that too is beside the point. I believe if MJ's goal for his family was eternal salvation and that his goal for his life was to honor God, he as a humble servant would do anything to ensure this happened, even if it meant inflicting pain to those he loved on this earth.
Good God Almighty.
So, okay. I think we know what that means.
Look, God came down, he spoke to me, and he told me that I had to purchase the bones of Joseph Merrick, the Elephant Man. And my family they refuse to understand that it was a direct line from the Lord above.
For some reason, they're upset at that. And
Michael, what are you going to do with this? I don't know. I got a whole place here.
What did he do with those freaking bones? Like,
supposedly they were on display within some part of at Neverland Ranch. So.
Did the kids like that? That doesn't seem like a normal.
Kids like bones, right?
Yeah.
Do you like the bones of a misshapen man from the Victorian era?
Yeah. No, I don't think kids generally do. As a matter of fact, certainly not while they're waiting for the Dumbo roller coaster ride to come back around. And certainly not while they're being penetrated by a grown man. They probably don't want to see that either.
That's gonna keep coming up, folks. Right.
Speaking of,
found a guy, Larry Do 826772216 on Twitter, and he tweeted this one out. What's a damn disgrace of the Michael Jackson case is that this freak was allowed to disfigure himself right in front of the world. He claimed he was heterosexual but paid millions to look like a transsexual. Hey, to each his own trans, but on a bright sunny day, the sky's blue.
That's so true.
And strangely enough, Larry's bio reads, "Love all people no matter what color. Content of character is what counts."
Well, he did say what color, not what transsexual thing they got going on.
Visage they have, sure.
So he was heterosexual, but someone paid him millions of dollars to look like a transsexual. Is that what I'm getting at?
But he paid to look like a transsexual.
Okay, so he paid millions to. He paid millions of dollars to look like what he looked like?
I find that highly difficult to believe that he paid millions of dollars. I hope not.
Yeah. Yeah, he had an odd look. So it's still controversial. Like, it seems that he did have vitiligo in some way, right? But then the thought is that he had these splotches on his skin, and then he bleached the rest of him to like even it out.
Sure.
So that seems to be the pet theory, as opposed to his freak nose and his ridiculous hair and everything else. Hard to say on that one.
The nose thing is real. I mean, that's troubling because it gets bad over time. But I also saw a theory that the nose thing started when he got set on fire on accident on a Pepsi commercial.
Yeah,
set.
Classic thing that happened. One of the funnier. There's so many funny news stories with this guy, but yeah, the whole being set aflame while doing a Pepsi commercial is one of the better ones. He had a whole bunch of goofy shit in his life, didn't he?
Sure.
Well, this was they found an article in the Washington Post recently talking about Michael's music and how talented of an artist he was. And I found this comment below the article. Can we tone down the sanctimony? Jackson was merely a popular artist during a continuing epoch of cultural decay.
Oh, God.
Is a writer too obtuse to understand many of us have more refined tastes? So, I want this guy shot out of a cannon into a wall for being just the most annoying piece of shit on the fucking planet.
One of those classic can't let anybody enjoy anything people that love to post online.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's basically me, so I can't be too upset about it.
He's stealing your material, though, which I can understand why you wouldn't want that to happen.
Yeah, of course. This is a guy who says, like, well, you can't spell crap without rap. Which again, I am also
that's
one
also
of those guys.
That's also your thing.
So, yeah. It's odd that like a guy like the one thing you're gonna talk about, like the one almost universal truth about Michael Jackson is that his music is like everyone loves it. Right?
Sure.
Like to be the one guy who's like, actually his music sucked. It's a bold stance.
Not to be dismissive or derisive, but yeah.
Yeah, don't
just
don't
likes to
care
stir
about
the
his
shit
actual
pot.
personal life, but his music sucked. That's an interesting take right there. Like
That's
you know
different.
What? Don't care
That's-
what he did, but man, did I not like his music.
Not to judge any. I don't want to judge the man himself. His art is what I'm after here. Yeah.
Let's leave his personal life out of this. The guy couldn't write a good song. Oh, he did what? He did what?
Allegedly. And speaking of that alleged offense, user Kimmy Kimco posted my thoughts to our Michael Jackson. I'm pretty pissed off on behalf of MJ. I'm a 38-year-old woman. When I was around 4 or 5, my father molested me.
Oh.
It's been hard to comprehend, but not impossible. How dare these people just try to erase the talent that is Michael Jackson? Even if he's guilty or not, everyone has sin. Everyone has done things we know were against the norm or against quote-unquote God. Is that equivalent to us not being humans? Is it equivalent to us not having talent? Does that erase all the work that we put forth? How dare people be so judgmental? How dare you take away all this man's hard work? Were kids molested? I honestly don't know. But what I do know is that Michael Jackson proved time and time again that he loved his world and was genuinely worried about where it was leading. My own father molested me, but that does not undo his whole existence. Thanks for listening.
God.
Yeah, so Cray Twin commented, I don't think anyone is trying to undo anything he did as a performer. It is difficult for people to separate the person from their art. Bad people can do good things, but the good things don't change the bad things. Just because he had great songs and albums does not make him a great person. To which Kimmy Kimco replied, who is? So...
Yeah.
Whose side are you on here, Kimmy? Who are you trying to...
Wow, that's a rough post. Why would you post that on the Michael Jackson subreddit? Come on, just talk about Thriller or something, you know. Don't talk about this on there. Like if you go to that subreddit, there's a lot of molestation posts on there, and they're always downvoted because people are like, yeah, I just want to talk about Scream, his duo with Janet Jackson in 1995. Do not care about that stuff. I just like the fact that he sings songs I listen to.
Hey, sorry that all happened to you or whatever, but I don't want to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, but have you heard Beat It? Great song. Eddie Van Halen was on that one.
He was, yeah.
Classic. Great.
R.I.P. to him, too.
Great. Yeah, we lost 2 titans this century, I guess.
Millennia.
Between Jacko and Prince and Bowie and EVH, John Candy. Well, that was...
Where?
I love John Candy, but yeah, he's also very dead for about 25 years now, I think. But
God. Or
is he? There's at least one Facebook group for it. I guarantee it. There's a 700-pound, 75-year-old man living somewhere in Mexico under disguise of some sort. So anyway, Christian, are you familiar with Bubbles?
Of course I am.
That's
yes.
For those who don't know, that is Michael's pet chimpanzee. Famous in the 90s, Michael would go around with that old chimp. Bubbles is still alive, and he's living at the Center for Great Apes in Wauchula, Florida.
Oh, hometown boy. Huh?
Absolutely. And the center has a bio for Bubbles on their website. Bubbles was reportedly born in a biomedical laboratory. While still an infant, he was taken from his mother and given to a Hollywood trainer who then gave him to be a pet chimpanzee for the world-famous pop singer Michael Jackson. In such a bright limelight, it's no surprise that Bubbles soon gained fame and many adoring fans of his own. He appeared in television shows, movies, and music videos. And the website also mentions how Bubbles is good friends with another chimp named Sam. This is from Sam's bio. Sam has been in the entertainment business until he grew too large and dangerous to work around people. He then spent the next 30 years at a California compound, but never bred with any of the females. One possible reason for his breeding inactivity was that a trained entertainment dog had bitten off one of Sam's testicles when they were working together on a film set. Which...
toxic work environment talk about. Good God.
This poor monkey is just trying to do a scene for fucking Air Bud 3, Golden Receiver, and then this goddamn dog rips one of his fucking nuts off. Man, like, God, that's it for him, man. That sucks, dude.
Man, the life of a trained chimp ain't all it's cracked up to be, huh? Man, you think that'd be lap of luxury style there, but nope.
No, absolutely not. Well, he had a lap of luxury, but now it's been demoted to a lap of dog shit. It's got one ball, a one-balled chimp. Probably for the best, actually.
That sounds like a drink you would order at like a Chicago dive bar. One-ball chimp.
Yeah, I'll take a one-ball chimp. That's like a shot of Malort with an old style, and then just like a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Available soon, folks.
Yep.
Coming soon.
Once these bars open up, that'll be the top-selling drink in Chi-Town. And thanks for tuning in to this free episode of the Jacko Posts Bonanza. Full episode, of course, available at patreon.com/reportthispost. $5 a month, you get that, plus all the other full episodes. You get another bonus episode every week. And you can upgrade your membership at any point to choose a topic, as you guys will see the next several months. We have a whole bunch of listener-chosen topics. Most of them are really cool and fun, and they're going to be truly bad. Next week's topic, for example, might be the worst one yet. And if you were a subscriber to the Patreon and you listen to the full episode, you would know exactly what episode it is. So if you just can't wait a whole extra week to know what next week's episode is, or what any upcoming episodes are from that week's episode, you need to know what that's going to be immediately, and you can't wait. This is the problem you have, and there's a solution, my friends. It's over at patreon.com/reportthispost. Goodbye.